Mark Viduka had scored the winner at Highbury and made his 100th league appearance. Both clubs could finish as high as 13th or as low as 16th, which meant that this match had £1.5 million resting on it. Viduka was brought down by J. Lloyd Samuel after only 8 minutes. Cue more anxiety for Graham Taylor and a free kick from Ian Hart. The Irishman's presence of mind enough to undo Stefan Posma in the Villa goal. Hart's third of the season and second in 2 games. But Villa have been made of sterner stuff in recent weeks, losing only 1 of their last 7 matches. Their form has helped them avoid a last-day nail-biter, and on 40 minutes, Joey Goodjohnson showed why. A cool finish from the Iceland international, with Goodjohnson's first goal since his debut at Middlesbrough in January. Relief for Villa at last. Danny Mills made way as Nick Barmby was brought off the bench, a player who's had an indifferent season. With 20 minutes to go, Peter Reid gave him his chance. He duly obliged with his 4th league goal of the season, his 2nd in as many games. With only 1 away win all season, Villa were never going to be favourites for the 3 points. And in the last minute, Viduka secured them all for United. That's 14 goals in 10 Premiership games now. And if Leeds can hold on to the much-coveted Australian, they surely won't be down under next campaign. Leeds finished 15th, a place above Villa. Both will hope for better next season.
Certainly to manage a club like this one's is a great honour, but there's a lot of hard work to do, so it only starts now. You know, we've got the points that have kept us up, but it's been a difficult season.
The crown has gone. Former kings of the Barclaycard English Premier League dethroned. Better than being relegated, though. Stars like Thomas Sorensen and Kevin Phillips might not be in a Sunderland shirt for much longer. Many would now dispute Arsenal's claim to still be the best team in the Premiership. No one would argue that Sunderland are the worst. Thierry Henry's 24th of the season. At that point, level with Ruud van Nistelrooy in the race for the Golden Boot. Arsenal are ending up in the top 2 for the 6th year in a row. They'll again compete against Europe's elite in the Champions League next season, although that's little consolation right now. Freddie Ljungberg marks his return from an ankle injury to give the Gunners a lift ahead of their forthcoming FA Cup final with Southampton. 2-0 before half-time. Arsenal were tearing Sunderland apart. The Wearsiders had managed just a single miserable point in 2003 so far. They were heading for a record 15th straight defeat. The long journey was being made all the more worthwhile. The quality, the execution. Arsenal winning at a canter, with Sunderland's defence notably AWOL. They say the best things come in threes. Well, in midweek against Southampton, Jermaine Pennant and Robert Pires had both scored their first ever hat-tricks for Arsenal. Now it was Freddie Ljungberg's turn. Having scored the first, Henry then set up Ljungberg for the other 3. Taken in style as the Gunners made it 10 goals in 2 matches. 3 hat-tricks in a week, the Gunners with a points total of 78.
Sometimes when our concentration drops a little bit, and that's when we get some bad results, and I think that's what we have to take with us. If everybody's, 100% concentrated, I think we're a great team, and we're going to try to do that for the whole season next year.
The 2 managers at the Hawthorns once played for the opposition. Gary Megson made 21 league appearances for Newcastle 18 years ago. Sir Bobby Robson played 239 league games for Albion between 1955 and 61. But it was Newcastle's young generation who would continue to make the headlines. Jermaine Jenas was recently voted by his peers as the young player of the season. That was his 3rd in 6 matches. Albion too are looking on the bright side and predicting a bright future. Although their fate was sealed some time ago, their supporters have won many friends, and their spirit, many admirers. An equaliser for Scott Dobie, his first goal since early December. Often a sub, rarely a starter. Newcastle's win over Birmingham last weekend had guaranteed them Champions League football next season. This was their 100th league meeting with the Baggies, who were determined to mark the occasion in style. Sweetly struck by Dobie, his second of the match to put Albion in front. Shay Gibbons played every game this season. Gary Megson's kicked every ball. But one player probably wishes the season wasn't ending. Hugo Viana silenced the home fans with a stunning free kick. He'd only scored his first Premiership goal last weekend against Birmingham. For Viana and the one-time Championship challengers Newcastle, the campaign ended on a high. Their best finish for 6 years.
About a month ago, when Man United came to play Newcastle at St James's, had we won that day, and we really fancied it, and at one time we were winning 1-0, we really thought within the dressing room, not outside, we weren't speaking about it, but inwardly, we thought we just might nick this title, really, seriously.
There was something approaching a cup final atmosphere at Stamford Bridge as Chelsea and Liverpool met to decide.
Fulham had won both previous meetings this season, but this one was watched by Martin Fisher.
Fulham continues to look the better team. Flag stays down. Sahar is flattered by Kiley. That is going to be a free kick and possibly a red card. It is a red card. Dean Kiley, the Charlton goalkeeper, ends the season with a red card. And on comes Ben Roberts, former Middlesbrough goalkeeper. Sahar against Roberts. It's 1-0 Fulham. And Louis Sahar has his 7th of the season. Ewell tries to get the better of Gomar, and probably has done, and it's a penalty to Charlton. Alan Gomar seems to be tugging on the shirt of Jason Ewell. Just like Sahar, Ewell won the penalty. Can he put it away? No, he can't. Just like Roberts in the first half, Mike Taylor guessed the right way, but unlike Roberts, he got his hand firmly to the ball.
Well, I haven't been offered it, and I mean, I can't answer that question. If they offer.
Nostalgic farewells. Sean Goater was playing his last match for City after 5 years with the club. For Peter Schmeichel, the end of an illustrious career in English football, going back 12 years. Southampton striker James Beattie was trying to spoil the party in pursuit of the boot, the Golden Boot. But City fans were praying for a victorious send-off for their spiritual home, as well as trying to match their best ever Barclaycard English Premier League finish of 9th, achieved in the opening Premiership season in 92-93. It was set to be a tough afternoon for Kevin Keegan against his old club. Southampton had been stung by their heaviest defeat of the season at Highbury and wanted to make amends before the cup final. Michael Svensson's second league goal for the Saints, impossible for Schmeichel. Until now, Gordon Strachan had never finished a Premiership season in the top half as a manager, but Keegan expects more. After all, not every club can spend £13 million on just one player. Anelka's cross just missed by Foy. Next season, the Sky Blues will move to the city of Manchester Stadium, home of last year's Commonwealth Games. Main Road has seen some great drama down the years, but as the curtain came down, there was to be no happy ending. Southampton end up 8th, their highest ever Premiership placing. City begin to dream of bigger and better things.
I think these people are delighted we stayed in the division. They'll be ecstatic, some of them, we finished 9th. I'm so disappointed. I've told the players that, you know, we've underachieved this year for me.
We started off the season, we wanted to achieve more than we did last year, so we got to Europe, got to the cup final, we're 8th, we have more points than we did last year, so the players can really say, look, we've done all right.
Teddy Sheringham first arrived at Tottenham in 1992, but after more than 240 league appearances, the 37-year-old was playing his final match for the club. Spurs' hopes of a UEFA Cup place were long gone, but Blackburn could still overtake Everton. Commentary on this one from Tony Jones.
Here's Duff. He's got Cole and York just ahead of him. And by Cole and York. Blackburn Rovers are ahead inside 5 minutes. White York's first goal in 7 games in the Premiership. Etherington with the corner. Sheringham! Desperately close. Is Hignett. Well, that was a rash challenge by Gus Poyet. And Poyet has been sent off. It's a straight red card for Gus Poyet. Awful challenge. He can have no complaints. To go. Here's Taylor. Away by Perry. Hignett! A fantastic goal by Craig Hignett. What a super hit that was. Duff. Now Cole. Here's York. And Duff. For the second Premiership game in succession, Damien Duff is on the score sheet. Another strong run by Duff. He's away from Perry. He's beyond Calab. And here's Cole. It's just getting too easy now for Blackburn Rovers. Duff again the instigator. Tottenham humbled at home. A day of disappointment for Teddy Sheringham, whose second spell at Tottenham comes to an end at the age of 37. He now looks to continue his career elsewhere. Blackburn Rovers can look to Europe and the UEFA Cup.
In there right now, I've got a group of players that are saying, bloody hell, if only we'd performed against the teams at the bottom, we could be talking Champions League. But I'm delighted to be in the UEFA Cup. You know, I've not spoke about it. People were thinking I didn't want to be there, but you know, we finished 6th in the league. You know, we're a small team from Lancashire.
At Goodison Park, the top team in the country, would you